What up, guys? I'm back. Completing my Yu-Gi-Oh! This is my last review on Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens. It's been one hell of a 2 days. It's been one hell of a time watching this anime, and I really loved it. I never hated it from the start, just never had time to watch it all. But now I did, and I really loved it. So this is the final arc of Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens, the King of Duels arc. And boy, from start to finish, it was brilliant. I just loved the characters, their motivations, everything. It's a great final goodbye to these characters. We'll probably, most of them anyway. I'm sure we'll see most of them again in the next series, Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush, because it is a sequel series. But you possibly Yuga and his friends for four main characters. Probably the last time we probably see them. Unless an adult Yuga appears in Go Rush, which probably be unlikely. But who knows? I can't wait for Go Rush, by the way. We'll have to do one. Now, I'd like to quick note, if you've not watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens, then where the hell have you been? Check it out. Watch all 92 episodes. It is amazing. I understand if you don't like some of the episodes, but I guarantee you'll have a great time with these characters. All the duels, the adventures. It's just sad that it's over. It's just the shortest Yu-Gi-Oh! Season ever. And I've been this sad at finale since Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters. That's the only one that's been completed besides Zexo. And that's the only finale I ever saw. So that's why I plan to rewatch the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, 5Ds, Zexo, Arc 5, and Brains all in Japanese. Because I really want to see all those series from start to finish. It'll be fun. And I really enjoyed this review. So anyway, after speaking, let's start review. So, the episode starts with a sort of recap adventure. And it's not a bad episode. This is the Goha presidents are going low, kind of crazy, not knowing what to do. But Atachi's managed to get them right. Yeah? So, yeah. Anyway, back at school, Yuga understanding everything. About this. Understanding that his friend. I think Yuga suspected that Luke wasn't telling him something at the end of the last arc. And Yuga found out the truth. He wasn't mad at Luke or anything. Discovered that Roman and Gakuto don't remember him. Neither does Asuna or Roa or Nail. Well, we'll go back to them a little bit. I'm not sure what to do. They need to get them on. Of course, it seems like Luke and Yuga are the only two left. But also, they're not the only. Actually, they're not the only ones left. Ranze and Minosuke are there too, which makes sense because they weren't there. They didn't. There's no mention of them ever dueling him, and it's confirmed they never did. And we learn the truth about everything that's been going on since the beginning. For episodes 91 and 92, they know it's not being an intro, just credits playing over the episode. And that's a good move. I don't think it should have been end credits either, though, for the final episode, because that didn't need to happen, because we already had a great, sweet ending. But after the emotional one we saw. So I'll get to that bit later. So, the only way for them to get restored the characters, the friends' memories, It's the Fight Monster Reborn. It's the Get Monster Reborn card. But Swirly has got all the copies. All 3 copies of the card. Yep, but the only way is to use the machine. Yuga is unsure about it though. Ah, crap, hang on. Oh, sorry about that. As I need a quick pee again. I should have really done it before watching the video. We were doing the video. Where was I? Yes. So anyway, we head down to the basement and of a Gold Corporation though. Get copies. And before they cut, Swirly arrives at the location where Rush was first installed and challenges Otis to a duel. Otis put a goodbye using Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl. Where did he keep getting them? He lost, but in the end he lost and left all his memories. Also a scene. I'll get that plot point later. It's an interesting twist too, sort of. Because it kind of solves a big, kind of solves a little bit of the mystery. Anyway. Before they could get to the machine to create Monster Reborn, Nanaha shows up and destroys the machine. But Yuga thinks this was a good idea. They just had to find another way to restore their friends' memories. Luke suggests reenacting the events of that day, but that doesn't work. Especially something's off. And they tried something with Gakuto, but something's off with him. So they help him remember his fun with Rush Duels. Inosuke challenges him to a Rush Duel. Even though Inosuke lost, they managed to get Gakuto's memories back. At the same time, Sebastian was dueling Nail and lost, but Nail's back too. Asana beats the hairy guy. I forgot his name, sorry. But she remembers too. All their memories have been restored. It's great moments. Okay. Because it was so hard to see a characters we liked since the start. Act like that. And now I know how to get their friends back. Next up is Roa. Someone's been bugging Yuga. Why didn't Luke's memories be erased? Doing his duel with Roa, he understands. He figures out. It's because before Rush Duels was even created, was even born, Luke met Yuga before that, so their friendship started there. Before Rush Duels. And, of course, Roa, as you remember back there from the first arc, Roa was actually there in the same place Yuga was when he got Severus Road Magician. So he was kind of picking out for him, but I don't want to spoil that. It's a good episode. Emotional. So yeah, now it's left to bring Robin back, but not sure they want to, because she was so happy being a solo artist. Luke's upset because it was a big smile. It's great. When he has Duels, the head of the newspaper club, which helped him remember my Roman's concert. All her friends remember everything. And Roman didn't even do them. She remembered everything. It was a brilliant moment. How she remembered everything about Rush Duels. And Princess G challenges her to a Rush Duel to see how her route will go. And she won. Roman did, it's a great duel. Now everything's okay. Now they have to find a way to stop Swirly. Meanwhile, Swirly's starting to get memory pains as flashbacks as memories from his past. You think about it, his memories were seen on the card, but so were the others. But they remember when that card happened. Alright, the gold prizes have changed. They're good guys now. They are, but it's cool. And motivation. Anyway, see. Motivations. Wow. Yeah. Anyway, Swirly was abducted by a familiar person. And the twist is for that character, she wasn't lying. I'm not joking. She wasn't lying about everything that she's been saying before. That she's not been the same person every time you've seen her. Sarah Carpenter was. Yeah, there are actually multiple versions of them. No explanation. I guess they're just actors. Most likely, that's just already seen episode 98. Not 8, 91. Anyway. Turns out as all part of Otis's plan. He faked having his memory erased. Swally was just a pawn, and he didn't know it. Just catch it. Remember the bug idiots? Call them the bug braids for now, because I really don't like them. And it's shame that they never got revenge on those guys. Seriously, shame they never got revenge on those guys. I would love to see them kick their asses. And Swally only dueled twice well, 3 times he ball. Well, 2 times he was good. The other 2, he was bad. She dueled a little more often. Well. Anyway. After getting in the right way to get to the moon to stop Otis, after the connection between him and the book, one of the pages. I'm not gonna go over that because you should watch it because I'm not good at explaining stories. I don't want this to be long. So he head on the ground and finds similar watches to Luke's. Basically, a manufactured 101. Luke's great grandpa found in the closet that he didn't put in storage. Gave it to him. Deal? Basically, watches have an poly effect by those with certain people. And then instead, Luke ends up dueling Tiger. It was a great duel. Tiger's plan was to help get the poly effect to activate to shut down the city. That's what they had to do is stop. Oh, I forgot to mention. Otis's plan is Rush Duel. If people keep creating new duel rules, they'll all crush. And Rush Duels and Gold Duels will be gone. Forever. Otis wants to destroy that forever. Anyway. Also, gets on the spaceship. Finds the spaceship. Finds everything. So they again prepared to head off to space. Yuga, Roman, Luke, Gakuto, Asuna, Roa, and nail, all head off to space to fight Otis. And he does something pretty cool. They ended up parking inside the Rush Duel robot and a dueling an Otis robot. It was a mini moment. Fun duel, in a way. And also tense. So, yeah, seems like they will lose. By the way, Yuga's using everyone's ace cards. Something, something happens and causing the robot to fly away. All the circles just fly off, seeing their ships over. They don't get paid for overtime, so there's just a job for them. Never say what type of job this might be expected in 7 in Go Rush. Hey, not sure what to do. Yuga comes out with an idea and does something very risky. He puts his friends onto the moon, leaving only him inside, and he's head off to defeat Otis all by himself. But Luke, with help from Luke Man, goes after him. Luke saying that Yuga shouldn't do this by himself. So they enter in a rush duel. It was a really, most of it did not have any music. And towards the end, music was the theme song, the second opening was playing. Yuga final check sucked Luke out of the robot. You know, it was an emotional, bittersweet moment. Yuga was sacrificing himself. It was a really great moment. I'm not gonna say anything more about that part. I can't remember much, but it's a good moment. Very emotional. Because these two are more than just friends. They're best friends. You know, they're best friends, and I like that. It was a great story. Yuga heads off to duel. Of course, his final move to win the duel was using his ID card, turning it into Seven's World Magician, and won the duel, and heads off to face Otis one last time. Of course, since World ID, when the collections come back on, Yuga will lose, ultimately lose. So he does some risky and takes a nice speed and wins the duel. And that's where last we see him, sort of. Then we just jump ahead 2 years. Head back to Earth and jump ahead 2 years. All the elementary school characters are now in middle school, most of them anyway. I'm now in middle school. It's really interesting. Yoha is now working with everything. The whole dueling field is good. Sweaty's also a good guy now, again. You know, protocol, his kids come first for rush dueling. Rush duels are gone. It was a brilliant moment. As we see the characters in what they do up to now, Asana's hair grew out. Yeah, her hair's no longer. And they all go to the same middle school. I assume Tiger might be 1 year older than her, so she entered middle school a year prior. Okay, let me think. You went to middle school at 12, right? So, well, I don't know what grades they were in, but I think that since their first years, most likely. Also, Tiger's cut her hair short. Roman's now wearing a ponytail. It's pretty cool. It's great to see what these characters have been doing after 2 years. You know, Rush Duel was gone. Anyway, Roman rides school on Yuga's bike, asking where Luke is. Also, Gakuto's lost the election, became vice president. Poor guy. Anyway, Luke is moving on the roof. Tiger trying the best to get him out of it. Rowan arrives, basically saying that making Luke so mad because he lost the door and he can never get revenge because Luke is gone. But that's what she tells him. The ship, the space shuttle from the cavalry, is coming to Earth. That means Yuga is alive. He's been missing for 2 years, by the way. Missing, not wasn't dead. Missing. Funny moment. I hope the dub does not butcher that, because that is a great moment. As Gakuto, Roman, and Luke head off to the ship's landing site, Luke says this: "You kept me waiting for a long time." And the ID and Seven's own magician owns back in the Yuga's ID card. Rush Duels return. So it's the way Rush Duels turn is just like how it started, how the first episode ended, and it's just a great callback for this last episode to end like that. And during that moment, the first opening theme song, Rush, Rush, Go, Rush, is playing in the background. And it was a pretty emotional. And the final lines are, Rush do! What a logo sequence shows. What a logo shows. Because, again, they shouldn't have probably add credits. Like, it was a great moment. We don't see Yuga's face, but seems to be wearing a similar helmet to Otis. Hope they can spam more about that. I mean, I'd like to know what happens. Well, eventually they're going to middle school now. Since they say Rush Door so many times. And the light of dueling around the world was saved by a bunch of elementary school kids. It's truly amazing how Shane Yu-Gi-Oh! 7 didn't do as well as other seasons. It's just sad, but 7th was still good. I really loved it. And it deserves a chance. Give it a watch. If you really like Yu-Gi-Oh! Give it a watch. Don't see it as its own story with a lot of callbacks with some monsters from original, but also doing something unique and different, being fun. I'm looking forward to Go Rush. Thank you for watching from the start. Sorry. Thank you, guys. Thank you for being with me from the start of this review. My review on the first arc all the way up to the last. Sorry. Finning had the last arc. The Finning has a series of 7 arcs. In the name. 7. So yeah. Sorry. Please go check out Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s if you want to check out Go Rush, which has the same art style, by the way. It is a good series. It deserves some more watching. The characters are likable. They're well-rounded. They got time. We got time to spend with them. So yeah. So really was kind of underutilized though a bit. Like, it would be interesting to see a final duel against him. With Yuga actually beating him. Because that was kind of disappointing, but oh wow. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoy my content, hit that thumbs up button. Once you want to subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell. You'll stay late on all the videos that comes on the future. And tomorrow I'll be reviewing Sonic the Hedgehog. Since these videos upload quickly, I could review it now, but nah. I was originally planning to review it today, but changed my mind when I got this new phone. With how fast the upload is. When I wake up, I just watch the film, review it, and then, well, I just hope the internet sorted out back home, because it'd be boring. I'll check see if I can review Shaman King as well. So yeah, thank you guys. This is my last review on Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s. But not my last time reviewing Yu-Gi-Oh! I can't wait to review more seasons in the future. And again, let me know in the comments below which season you want me to review next before Go Rush or Doing. Because next one will be the last episode of Shaman King. And that's going to be a bittersweet ending too. So yeah, thank you guys. I'll see you all next time. Joe Phoenix out.